My name is Bobby. I'm Sandy's daughter, also known as her problem child, her little devil, because my mom, well, she was very much a goody two-shoes, and like a lot of mother-daughter relationships, I went in the opposite direction. I'm a little more rebellious, maybe a little more interested in pushing against the status quo, but underneath that contrast, we were actually a lot more alike than it might seem. One of the biggest ways we were alike, and something that I'm really proud of, is our creativity. This past week, as I was going through her Facebook to find photos for the slideshow, I was reminded just how much she believed in what she called my artistic abilities. Anytime I posted something I made, she would comment things like, "You really missed your calling," or "How do you come up with this stuff? So creative." And the truth is, that creativity didn't start with me. It came from her. And it came from her mom, my grandma, Mary Nidra. When I think of my grandma's creativity, I think of Afghans, needlepoint, ceramics, old school crafts rooted in technique and patience. But by the time it got to my mom, it evolved. She taught herself how to sew in the late 70s and went wild, making clothes, costumes, and home furnishings for us. Some of my earliest memories are of us going to model homes, back when you couldn't drive anywhere in Phoenix in the 80s and 90s without running into a new development. And we wouldn't just walk through them, we would study them. The decor, the staging, all the tiny details. We were always collecting ideas. We also loved going annually to the Tempe Festival of the Arts, walking from booth to booth, looking at jewelry, clothing, handmade crafts, and quietly asking each other, okay, so how do we recreate this? And this was all before Pinterest and before everything was right at your fingertips. We were just out there reverse engineering crafts in real time. In the 80s, she discovered Units clothing. Do you remember Units? It was like a blip in fashion history, but she was like, I can do that. She made her own Units belts. Then in the 90s, she puffy painted my t-shirts. I remember one year when I waited until the last minute, of course, to tell her I had a science fair project due in 2 days. And it just so happened that her latest obsession was candle making. So she had made a candle that looked like a cupcake, one shaped like a flower, and another that looked like a strawberry milkshake, complete with cherry on top. So naturally, her budding candle collection became my last-minute project called The Science of Candle Making. It's a stretch, I'm aware. I think I gotta be. But we pivoted. We were creative thinkers as well. And that creative thread just kept evolving over the years. From her famous handmade greeting cards, to painted flower pots, to trinket frames, and even art made from tiny fragments of old CDs. She was always making something. Another thing we shared very strongly is the gift of gab. We can talk for days. We can connect, and we can make friends very, very easily. And that's where I have to admit, there was one area where she was truly remarkable, because while I may have inherited her ability to make connections, she had a rare and beautiful ability to keep them. She tended to her friendships like a garden. And ironically, she didn't really have much of a green thumb in real life, but when it came to people, She was a real master gardener. She planted seeds everywhere she went, and more importantly, she nurtured them. By checking in, by following up. She really remembered the little things. She made people feel important, included, and cared for, with consistency and over time and distance. Because of that, her garden didn't just grow, it flourished. Some of you have been in her life since grade school. Some of you she met more recently, and somehow she made all of you feel like lifelong friends. So I just want to take a moment to say thank you to all of those who showed up in her life, who laughed with her, danced with her, traveled with her, supported her, loved her. Thank you for being part of her garden. And thank you for helping make it as vibrant, joyful, and widespread as it was. It meant everything to her. My mom's way of loving people didn't happen overnight. It started in a city in Rock Island County, Illinois. Sandra Jean Peterson was born October 21st, 1950, in Moline to Bob and Mary Peterson. She was the youngest of three, the eldest being her sister Ruth Ann, and in the middle is her brother Steve. Sandy was an extremely shy, well-behaved child. She liked Snickers, her baby doll, Toodles, Gone with the Wind, her grandma Farmer's soft, kissable cheeks, the Beatles, her best friend Judy Carpenter, playing kick the can with kids in the cul-de-sac. She disliked goat cheese, being teased by her big brother, getting called on in class. She grew up watching her parents get dressed up for themed dances at the Elks Club, Roaring Twenties, Halloween, and dreaming that one day she'd be a part of something like that. After graduating high school, she went to airline school in Minneapolis, where her dear friend Jackie helped her come out of her shell. She then worked at O'Hare for United, and in 1969, she and her pal Karen used their flight benefits and took a trip to Hawaii that changed everything. By 1971, she had moved there and began a new and exciting chapter of her life. She worked, made friends, and fell madly in love with her new home and its rich and friendly culture, and eventually met my dad. In 1976, her little devil was born, and in 1978, BJ arrived, her little angel. And BJ grew up, met his amazing wife Camille, and they built a beautiful life of their own and gave our mom one of her greatest joys, which is becoming a grandmother, aka Gima, to Max and Wyatt. It was a role she absolutely loved. While BJ was just weeks old, we relocated to Northern California for a short time before landing in Arizona in 1980, where she would remain rooted for the rest of her life. Cut to sometime in the late 80s, we got our first VCR. There was a video store just around the corner from our townhouse in Tempe, and let me tell you, they got a lot of our money. After a couple years of near constant renting, Mom decided it was finally time to invest in a few tapes of our own. She chose 3: Ghost, Crocodile Dundee, and Dirty Dancing. And Mom, listen, I just want to say, don't think we didn't notice that 2 out of 3 of those starred the amazing dancer, actor, singer, songwriter Patrick Swayze. Honestly, I'm not mad. I respect it. She chose well, because these movies were in heavy rotation in our house. Each of us had our favorite. BJ's favorite was Crocodile Dundee, mostly by process of elimination because the other two were even chick flickier than that one. So sorry about that, Beej. It is what it is. I was all about Ghost with its intrigue, supernatural themes, and super realistic pottery demonstration. When I joined Instagram in 2011, I chose the name Oda Mae Brown after Whoopi's character, and I will never change it. Also, my best Halloween costume, in my opinion, was when I dressed as the aforementioned pottery scene. Both characters. But as for my mom, her favorite by far was Dirty Dancing. She loved the romance between Baby and Johnny, the music that reminded her of her youth, but most of all, the dancing. And somewhere between watching Dirty Dancing on repeat and going out dancing at Studebaker's with her friends, a seed was planted. Because eventually, she and her friend Anne took country dancing lessons at Cheyenne Cattle Company. And that discovery didn't just become a hobby, it changed her life. Because one night, while taking lessons, she met Dennis, the love of her life, and truly her happily ever after. We can't celebrate my mom without celebrating Dennis, because together they danced their way through 31 beautiful years of life. So amazing, so in step with one another. A few years ago, I gifted her a subscription to Storyworth, which is a service that helps people write their life stories and puts it all together in a book. In one entry, she wrote, "The most important person in my life is my husband and soulmate, Dennis. He is kind to everyone, very sweet in disposition, and a very giving partner. He spoils me. We do not ever fight and never tire of being together day after day. We are passionate about country dancing and have taught our friends and continue to teach dance at several RV parks. I am thankful every day that he came into my life. And if you saw them together, you knew that was true." Now, I'm going to take a very brief left turn here into astrology. And I know some of you are already like, oh boy, here we go. Just stay with me, okay? A few years ago, I got into astrology. And I used to ask my mom for her birth time over and over again so I could do her full chart. I tried to explain that her birth chart would go into so much more depth than any silly horoscope you'd read in the paper growing up. Those are about as useful as fortune cookies. All I knew was that she was a Libra. And honestly, that felt like enough because my mom was a total Libra. Now, for those of you who don't speak astrology, Libra is ruled by Venus, which is the planet of love, connection, and partnership. Hello? So if you strip away all the lingo, what that really means is she was someone who was wired for love, for connection, for bringing people together and making them feel good. And that was her life. She didn't just have friends, she built communities everywhere she went. And when it came to love, she didn't just believe in it, she lived it, especially with Dennis. And here's where it gets kind of interesting because Dennis is an Aquarius. And Aquarius and Libra in astrology are considered a very compatible match. They're both relationship-oriented in their own ways, but more importantly, they don't just love each other, they like each other. They enjoy being together while also giving each other their space. They laugh, they enjoy socializing, and they connect as equals. And if you knew Sandy and Dennis, that part doesn't require any belief in astrology at all. You could just see it. During this last week, while looking through her keepsakes, Dennis found her birth time. So of course, I ran her full chart. And honestly, it didn't tell me anything new. It just confirmed what I already knew. She wasn't just a Libra sun. She actually had a whole cluster of Libra placements. So connection, harmony, friendship, and partnership, those were the strongest themes of her being. And she also had what's called a Pisces moon, which in very simple terms just means she had an incredibly soft, empathetic, loving heart. She felt deeply, she cared deeply, and she made people feel safe just by being herself. So seeing her chart didn't feel like something new. It just felt like recognition because, of course, this is who she was. A woman whose existence was centered on love, connection, and community. And then this past Saturday morning, after a few long days and nights working on getting 600 pictures ready for her slideshow, I was tired. I felt ill. I slept in late, and I woke up to a text from my good friend Casey that just said, "Do the Wordle." Still half asleep, I opened it and just stared blankly at the screen. I couldn't think of a starting word. All I could think about was my mom and how much she loved doing the Wordle. She did it every day. I wondered if she'd done it the morning that she left us, and so then I just started crying, and now I'm still unable to think of a word, so I typed the only thing on my mind, SANDY, and watched every single letter turn green. I'd never won on the first try before, and I instantly started bawling. We're talking full-on ugly cry, because it felt like a gift, like a little wink from her saying, "I'm still here with you, and I will always be with you. You've got this." So over the past week, seeing the outpouring of love and support, so many messages, so many shared stories, I realize her garden will still live on in all of you. And at the heart of that garden was the life she built with Dennis, a love that was steady, joyful, and deeply lived. The place where all that love she gave so freely was returned to her every single day. And I know that same love will continue to surround him. All of us get to keep tending what she started. Together for her.